Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking. After a great weekend of Modern Horizon in the local LGS playing, I am here for a quick spoiler update. This kind of came out on the weekend, so I am a little bit behind on this, guys. But when I looked at these two cards, I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. I'm playing Modern Horizons. I ain't got time for this silliness. Um, so a couple more cards did get spoiled from Dungeons and Dragons. They are kind of interesting, once I got a chance to look at them or what have you. Um, but nothing I think is gonna turn the world upside down. Now, Modern Horizons 2, on the other hand, now that's some sweetness. I had a great time at the pre-release this weekend. Uh, Give a shout out to Nerdvana who hosted and all the players who showed up to have one heck of a time. Um, with that said, guys, remember to put your tray tables and seat backs in their full upright position as we take off to a short spoiler before I take my happy butt to bed because I got to be up early in the morning. Mm. So, with that said, there'll be a link in the description to my eBay page, to my eBay store page. There, I just put everything in the store on a buy four get 10% off discount, and I do mean everything to try to make some room for all the Modern Horizon 2 stuff I'm getting ready to list. Modern Horizons comes out on the 18th. As soon as I start getting those, as soon as my order comes in, guys, I'll be cracking boxes and packs to my heart's content. I even have enough, I think, to crack a couple collector boosters this time for your viewing pleasure. Not to mention the fact that a couple cracking a collector booster is almost guaranteed to double or triple your money from the sounds of it. So I'm real curious to give that a whirl and see what really happens. With that said, I've only got a few draft boxes because they're so outrageous. I think I only got maybe three or four, but plenty of set boxes to go around. Even bought a bundle for your viewing pleasure, just so you could see what a bundle looks like. So keep that in mind, and with that, hit like and subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you know when I start posting those videos this weekend because they're going to be lit, and God knows you're going to want to see me crack these packs to my heart's content. Plus, there'll be box EVs coming along with that, and EV videos to show you what packs are worth what boxes are worth what, and is the set really worth as much as people are saying. Just from what I'm saying or seeing, I'm going to say yes. Because I mean, damn. And not just the card. So, with that said, guys, let's get this underway for a real quick video. Don't want to hold you up too long. So, the first card spoiled this weekend, or one of the two, was Tasha's Hideous Laughter. For any of you from the D&D world know this card. It is a hilarious spell with multiple purposes, and this card says it all. It's got the little creature upside down with the giggles. So for 2 blue and 1, it's a sorcery. Each opponent exiles cards from top of their library until that player has exiled cards with a total mana value of 20. Now, mind you, lands and things like that have no mana value. So if you hit a good pocket of land, it doesn't count. I was talking with some friends, and I think we did the math. And uh, just for example, against Death Shadow, I think the average is anywhere from 20 to 25 cards from one spell, just because their mana cost and all their cards are so low. Uh, Maybe close to the same with Burn or Prowess. It's yeah, you could possibly mill them out. Although, I mean, granted, this takes 3 mana, and you can mill them if you're not dead by this time. Uh, but I mean, who knows? Is this gonna make mill viable? Maybe. Will it ever make it? We had a conversation too. This is gonna make mill too good. Not really. I mean, it's 3 mana. Counterspell is a thing in many ways, shapes, and forms, and most decks are so aggro-y that it will just kill you. And most combo decks probably want stuff in the graveyard. If you cast this against a dredge player, they'll probably shake your hand. If you cast this against somebody who's a combo deck, like for example, Storm, I mean, they'll also shake your hand because you probably just milled everything in the graveyard that they needed, along with a Past in Flames for them to untap while you're tapped out since it's a sorcery and go off and kill you. So, is this going to bust the format for Mill? Probably not. Will it make it a better deck? Probably will. but we won't really get to see that until we actually get a chance to get the card and do some playing. And with the high likelihood that everybody's going to be playing aggro for a while, I don't see this worth very much or being able to do too much until keywords until some form of normalcy comes back to modern and we get back to a couple mid-range decks and things like that that won't benefit from this card. Now, with that said, this is a godsend for all you EDH players out there who want to mill all your opponents over and over and over. Because notice it says each opponent. So every opponent does this. So in EDH, you could really get the giggles going and mill every opponent and play all kinds of cards to get this back so you can cast it again and again and really make the table love you like no one's business. And when I say love you, I mean attack you. So, moving on to the next card. All in all, between EDH and people who like the mill strategy, I think this will be a $5 rare probably. Um, just because. I mean, I pay $5 for it just on the picture. But anyway, moving along. The next card that we have spoiled is Fluff, whatever that means. So for a white and one, you get an 0-4. It's a defender and has flying. And whenever Flump is dealt damage, you and a target opponent each draw a card. So it's draw spells for white. Um, I see this being a great card for EDH. I mean, nothing like a good pillow fight card. Um, and that's definitely what you're doing if you're hitting this thing. You're pillow fighting. Because you and everybody, you and your brother are going to be drawing cards. Um, it's going to cause all kinds of shenanigans. Like my buddy used to say when we'd play Commander and other group games, it's a nad-licking version of a group game. As we all put up pillow forts and stroke each other. Anyway, this is a jellyfish. I don't remember ever fighting this in D&D, um, even remotely. But there's gonna be cards like that. Not everything could be a D&D reference to the point where you're like, "Hey, I remember that." I mean, maybe it's in some weird book or expansion somewhere. I don't know. Um, I don't think it's gonna be too expensive. It's probably gonna be kind of a bulk rare unless this becomes a big thing in EDH white decks, just because of its ability. Um, I mean, I can see it being really good with some kind of card that deals damage every turn to a creature, so you and an opponent can keep drawing and yada yada yada. So, not a lot of promise probably, but who knows? Could be worth a little something. So, guys, with that said, I'll wrap this up here one last time as I blab a few minutes. Might as well get this to 10 minutes just for the giggles. Um, these last two cards, I mean, they're okay. But let's be honest, guys. Modern Horizons 2 is out. The hype is high. The cost is high. The value is high. It's just all going through the roof, guys, over and over and over and over. My one thing to say about that, and I'll make a video on it later about when to buy Modern Horizons 2 and should you buy now, should you wait. That might be tomorrow's video if there's no news to kind of give you guys a little bit of a strategy or to at least think about what you want to do before you start buying boxes. So, with that said, guys, remember, get out there, support your local LGS. And I don't know about you, but next weekend, my local LGS is talking about running $30 Modern Horizon 2 drafts, which includes prize support, not $30. And I'm just thinking, for $30 for 3 packs, all it takes is one fetch land for you to break even, and then you're playing for some good stuff, or maybe you get 2 or 3 fetch lands and don't even care if you play, you just go home and call it a night. So I'm definitely going to be there. That's going to start being their Saturday thing, and I am excited to be part of that. I cannot wait. So remember, support your local LGS and or vendor online to the best of your ability. Help them small guys out with inflation and everything else going through the roof. They could really use it. As always, check out my eBay store. And remember, put some comments down below about what you think and help feed that YouTube algorithm to get this video pushed up so more people can see it and get the chance to come check out the channel for all their box opening and pack cracking needs. And with that said, guys, I do appreciate you. It's an honor for you to let me do this. And just like the cupcake says, I love it. So, with that said, guys, until next time, remember to be kind. This is your captain speaking, and hopefully, I'll see you at the draft table this coming Saturday.